Hello, 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 and welcome. This is Beverly Fells Jones, the Silver Fox of Consciousness, and welcome to my channel. I am an author, speaker, and a seminar leader. On this show, I talk about how to expand your world of thought, exploring the world of positive thinking, law of attraction, and consciousness from many points of view. I intend to share with you information that will enlighten and empower you in your life. I am here to encourage you to think in the positive and show that miracles can happen. I truly believe you have been given the power of the word and thought to create the life you desire. I want to welcome you, my listeners, my new listeners. Also, I want you to please like and subscribe and, of course, hit the bell for whenever I upload a new audio, video, my thoughts. I am continuing my reading from The Secret Door to Success, a series of addresses given by Florence Scovel Shinn. And today, I am reading from the address, Catch Up with Your Good. And we shall begin. Catch up with your good. And it shall come to pass that before they call, I will answer. And while they are yet speaking, I will hear. Isaiah 65:24. Catch up with your will. This is the new way of saying, before they call, I will answer. Your good precedes you. It gets there before you do. But how to catch up with your good? For you must have ears that hear and eyes that see, or it will escape you. Some people never catch up with their good in life. They will say, my life has always been of hardship. No good luck ever comes to me. They are the people who have been asleep to their opportunities or through laziness haven't caught up with their good. A woman told a group of friends that she had not eaten for 3 days. They dashed about asking people to give her work, but she refused it. She explained that she never got up until 12 o'clock. She liked to lie in bed and read magazines. She just wanted people to support her while she read Vogue and Harper's Bazaar. Okay, do you know anybody like that? Do you know anybody who has very little, always talking about how poor they are and how things never go their way? Well, that's what Florence is talking about here. See that kind of person in this woman who hasn't eaten for 3 days, wouldn't take a job, stayed in bed till noon, and read magazines, but she wanted people to support her while she did that. Now, I'm not knocking anybody who is in need of help. That is not so. People who are disabled or have illnesses that we can't see, that don't allow them to work, that's one thing. But if you see an able-bodied person, encourage them. Don't knock them down. You don't know what's going on in their life, but encourage them to make a change. So what Florence says next is this. We must be careful not to slip into lazy states of mind. Right? Take the affirmation. I am wide awake to my good. I never miss a trick. Most people are only half awake to their good. A student said to me, if I don't follow my hunches, I always get in a jam. I'm going to have to agree with that because in some previous videos I've talked about when I didn't listen to my intuition. So she goes on. I will tell the story of a woman, one of my students, who followed her intuitive lead, which brought amazing results. She had been asked to visit friends in a nearby town. She had very little money. When she arrived at her destination, she found the house locked up. They had gone away. She was filled with despair and then commenced to pray. She said, Infinite Intelligence, give me a definite lead. Let me know just what to do. The name of a certain hotel flashed into her consciousness. It persisted. The name seemed to stand out in big letters. She had just enough money to get back to New York and the hotel. As she was about to enter, an old friend suddenly appeared, who greeted her warmly and whom she hadn't seen for years. She explained that she was living at the hotel but was going away for several months, and added, Why don't you live in my suite while I'm away? It won't cost you a cent. My friend accepted gratefully and looked with amazement at the working of spiritual law. She had caught up with her good by following intuition. All going forward comes from desire. Science today is going back from Lamarck and his dent of wishing theory. He claims that birds do not fly because they have wings. They have wings because they wanted to fly. Result of the push of the emotional wish. I had never heard that one before. Have you? Make a comment below if you've heard that saying. Birds do not fly because they have wings, but they have wings because they wanted to fly. Think of the irresistible power of thought with clear vision. Many people are in a fog most of the time, making wrong decisions and going the wrong way. During the Christmas rush, my maid said to a saleswoman at one of the big shops, I suppose this is your busiest day. She replied, Oh no, the day after Christmas is our busiest day when people bring most of the things back. Hundreds of people choosing the wrong gifts because they were not listening to their intuitive leads. No matter what you are doing, ask for guidance. It saves time and energy and often a lifetime of misery. All suffering comes from the violation of intuition. Unless intuition builds the house, they labor in vain who build it. Get the habit of hunching, then you will always be on the magic path. And it shall come to pass that before they call, I will answer, and while they are yet speaking, I will hear. Working with spiritual law, we are bringing to pass that which already is. In the universal mind, it is there as an idea, but is crystallized on the external by a certain or a sincere desire. The idea of a bird was a perfect picture in divine mind. The fish caught the idea and wished themselves into birds. Are your desires bringing you wings? We should all be bringing some seemingly impossible thing to pass. One of my affirmations is, the unexpected happens. My seemingly impossible good now comes to pass. Do not magnify obstacles, magnify the Lord. That means magnify God's power. The average person will dwell on all the obstacles and hindrances which are there to prevent his good coming to pass. You combine with what you notice. So if you give obstacles and hindrances your undivided attentions, they grow worse and worse. Let me repeat that. You combine with what you notice. So if you give obstacles and hindrances your undivided attention, they grow worse and worse. Remember this. However, this is what you should do. Give God your undivided attention. Keep saying silently, in the face of all obstacles, God's ways are ingenious. His methods are sure. Yeah, we got that one in the previous reading. God's ways are ingenious. His methods are sure. God's power is invincible, though invisible. Call unto me, and I will answer thee, and show thee great and mighty things, which thou knowest not. In demonstrating our good, we must look away from adverse appearances. Judge not by appearances. Get some statement which will give you a feeling of assurance. The long arm of God reaches out over people and conditions, controlling the situation and protecting my interests. I was asked to speak the word for a man who was to have a business interview with a seemingly unscrupulous person. I used the statement, and rightness and justice came out of the situation at just the exact time I was speaking. Let me go back to that previous paragraph. It says, get some statement which will give you a feeling of assurance. All things come to me that are good. That one feels good to me. And as she says, the long arm of God reaches out over people and conditions, controlling the situation and protecting my interests. That's a long statement, right? The long arm of God reaches out over people and conditions, controlling the situation and protecting my interests. Infinite intelligence reaches out over people and conditions and protects my interests and those that I am dealing with for the betterment of all. You can change that statement any way you want as long as it gives you a feeling of assurance. Now, if you can't think of a statement, or you can't, you have to read this statement from the book just like I did in order to do it. The long arm of God reaches out over people and conditions, controlling the situation and protecting my interests. If you can't figure that statement out that is best for you, if you can't, you read the statement and it doesn't feel good to you, or it feels difficult or stilted, just say thank you. In your mind, you're visualizing that which you want in your life. You're visualizing the outcome of a situation, whether it's looking for a job, a relationship, a home, a car, just better health. Visualize that piece of it. And it gives you a feeling of assurance simply by saying thank you. Because thank you indicates that you are grateful and it is done. It is finished. And you are that which you are asking for. I know Florence's statements sometimes can be kind of stilted and long. But if you look at them and shorten them out so that they are good for you, maybe similar, but they're good for you in a language that you use, then all will be well. So let me continue. So she finishes, she used the statement of the rightness and justice It came out of the situation at the same time she was speaking. We have all heard the quotation from Proverbs, "Hope deferred maketh the heart grow sick, but when the desire cometh, it is a tree of life." A hope deferred maketh the heart grow sick. So you're hoping for this. I hope I get this. I hope I get that. I hope this situation change. I hope. No, the situation has changed. This is the situation as I see it working itself out. Feeling that it is complete. Knowing that it is going to work out for the best outcome for all involved. It may not give you the outcome you expect. However, you want the outcome to be such that everyone gets what they need. Yes? So hope deferred maketh the heart sick. Yes, don't defer your hope. Make it so it's present. But when the desire cometh, it is a tree of life. Continuing. In desiring sincerely without anxiety, we are catching up with the thing desired. So take anxiety out of it. Feel confident as you know that you can hit a light switch and electricity comes on. You turn on the water faucet and water's coming out. You feel confident that that's going to happen. So in desiring sincerely, no anxiety when you turn on the light or the water, right? All right, without anxiety, we are catching up with the thing desire. And the desire becomes crystallized on the external. I will give to you the righteous desires of your heart. Selfish desires, desires which harm others, always return to harm the sender, right? What goes around comes around. And I've seen this in action. It may not have been at the time frame that I wanted. It may not have been in the way that I expected it, but karma came back. Her statement, the righteous desire might be called an echo from the infinite. It is already a perfect idea in the divine mind. All inventors catch up with the ideas of the articles they invent. I say in my book, The Game of Life and How to Play It, the telephone was seeking Bell. Often, two people discover the same inventions at the same time. They have tuned in with the same idea. The most important thing in life is to bring the divine plan to pass. Just as the picture of the oak is in the acorn, the divine design of your life is in your superconscious mind, and you must work out the perfect pattern in your affairs. You will then lead a magic life. For in the divine design, all conditions are permanently perfect. People defy the divine design when they are asleep to their own good. Perhaps the woman who liked to lie in bed most of the day and read magazines should be writing for magazines, but her habits of laziness dulled all desire to go forward. The fishes who desired wings were alert and alive. They did not spend their days on the bed of the ocean, reading Vogue and Harper's Bazaar. Awake, thou that sleepeth, and catch up with your good. Call on me, I will answer thee, and show thee great and mighty things which thou knowest not. I now catch up with my good, for before I called, I was answered. Thank you for listening today, and again, please like and subscribe and hit the bell for more podcasts, more information as infinite intelligence directs me in the things that I should do. Infinite intelligence is the one that told me to start reading Florence Scovel Shinn, one chapter at a time, and to talk to you about that. Looking for your good. Do not be lazy with what you do. Open your mind to your intuition. Open your mind to your hunches. Learn to listen and hear the voice that is instructing you and moving you forward in the way that you will go. As Florence says, get the habit of hunches, then you will always be on the magic path. This is Beverly Fells Jones, the Silver Fox of Consciousness. And as you have believed, let it be done to you. And it is so, and I'll see you in the next video.